did you realize at that age, probably, that the adoption was for the best and all that, or were you taking what they were saying to you literally? Like you did, were you sitting around thinking like your real parents didn't love you and
Yeah,
all this shit? Like,
because they were echoing
yeah,
the same exact things that my mom was saying to me. That's why I say that she's my original bully. Like she's the first. She's the OG fucking tormentor because she was saying these things to me. Like, yeah, she would beat the shit out of me with whatever she could get her hands on, but like that was like nothing compared to I'm 5 years old and she's telling me that my biological mom didn't even want me, and that's why she got stuck with me, and she tried giving me back, but they won't take me back because they don't want me and they know I won't be played, just shit like that. And as a parent now, like I could never in a million fucking years, like I understand biting off more than you chew and deciding, you know what, this is not working out, I think somebody else can do a better job, I'm gonna try to take her back. I get that. You're an idiot, though, if that's what you're trying to do, because it's not a fucking Walmart layaway thing. Like, you don't get to just like, here's my return receipt, here's my kid back. Like, committing to be a parent, like, that's not how it works. But I understand it. I can understand it. But you don't tell the fucking kid about it. Like, that's like the worst thing you can possibly do. And that,
right.
I would say that really, on an already cracked and shaky foundation that I had just from growing up or just from being born into what I was born into and being taken away from a biological mother. And I mean, when they got me, I was malnourished. My skin was almost translucent because I never went outside. Big dark circles under my, I was not in a good way. Like I was very, very, very neglected and mistreated.
Right.
And drugs all over the house. They found balloons of heroin in my baby bottle. So it's like I just, it was a shitty start. And so I'm already, that stuff matters. It does build a foundation for you, who you're going to be later. And so then to compound that problem by saying something that's true, I know I'm adopted. I know that. And I know I can't find my biological parents. So why is that? Why would she do that? Why would she say, no, I don't want to find you? Maybe my mom's right. Maybe it's because she doesn't like me because I'm not good enough. Then I start going to school and the kids at school are telling me the same fucking thing. And the kids at school aren't at home. So they don't know what my mom's telling me at home. So there's no way they're like, they're deciding to conspire with each other to make me feel something that is not true. It's got to be true in my head. Now they're telling me that my adopted mom wishes she never had me and is stuck with me. And guess what? That was true. So if one of their statements is true, then as a young child, I obviously believed what they said.
True, but I mean, it's not black and white like that. I'm sure they had a drug problem, and it does seem like you were taken from them. They weren't trying to give you up. That's why I find it odd that they didn't. They made it so you can't find out who they are. You know what I mean? So, but
I think it was she knew she wasn't going to be getting out anytime soon, and so she just wanted to let me go and live my life. As normal as possible. She has no way of knowing if my parents, the people who adopt me, are going to tell me, yeah, we adopted you. And it could be she just didn't want to face the guilt. Like, could you imagine? Like, I couldn't imagine giving up a child for adoption and then 18 years later, because a lot happens in 18 years. It's very possible she got out of jail, she got clean, she started doing great with her life, she got married, she had other kids. And then all of a sudden, here comes your fucking bastard drug baby, which I was, because I guess my dad, my biological father, is her dope dealer, and I guess like he raped her or something like that, or something to that effect. Because my adopted mom, she had all this knowledge because she was friends with the girl who worked at the adoption agency, and she struggled with me, and so she would call this friend, and she'd be like, dude, I'm having a really hard time with Crystal, and what do you think is causing this? And so the friend disclosed to her shit that she probably shouldn't have disclosed to her. And my mom kept all this information, and she would and almost use it like as a bait, like she would just dangle it in front of my face, and I know about and like not tell me. and then wait for the very most inopportune, the worst possible time, whenever it would hurt the fucking most, she would drop bombs like, well, you're a product of rape.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. I mean, to be.
Thanks,
And how old
Mom.
were you? How old were you when she's telling you that?
She carried this out over a period of probably about, I mean, I probably still don't have all of the information that she has. I just got to a point where I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care.
Sounds like she's keeping all the good information to herself. I mean, like,
Right.
I mean,
Right.
you got to wonder what she's trying to hide, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, she would just drop these like bombs, you know, these past my, you know, I know this, and well, your mom did this. And so all the information, like I just told you about, like how I was found and how they did a raid and how, you know, there's drugs, like all of this information, she chose to reveal to me in little bits and pieces over the last, like, you know, 30 years of my life.
And was all that kind of stuff in this newspaper article? Were they like, they found this drug
No.
baby and they adopted it?
No,
That'd be
no.
horrible, but okay,
No,
cool.
because I don't think at that time, I don't think she knew all that information yet. I think that she was still in the, like, I mean, she had put me in, I also, so like the malnourished thing, when they got me, I had a very huge distended stomach and like rock hard. And I also had a really big umbilical hernia and stuff like that. So I was not being taken care of. And I wouldn't go to the bathroom. And so it would frustrate the shit. I mean, she would sit me on the toilet. I fell asleep on the toilet so many times. And one of the times I fell asleep, I think I was like 4. And I vaguely remember this. I was sitting on the toilet and I fell asleep and I fell off and I smacked my head and knocked myself out unconscious on the and split my eye, like on the side of the tub. And I remember waking up and there's like firemen and shit like that, like surrounding me, and being terrified because I had, you know, they had shit all over me and having to go to the hospital. And you know, there's more to that story, you know, as far as like the method she tried to use to get me to go, you know, before she finally took me to, like, I went to so many different therapists and stuff. And one of the therapists was like, well, she's holding on to she's not going to the bathroom because she's trying to hold on to the nutrients as long as she can because she doesn't know when her next meal is going to be. And like that was like, and my dad has corroborated this with, you know, it's not just my mom telling me this. And, and also because my biological mom, I think, she did heroin also, and I believe that happened when she was pregnant with me. And so in heroin, you know, opiates they fuck up your digestive system. So
Right.
but yeah. And so my adoptive mom just compounded the problem because like she would basically like as punishment starve us, or me anyway, and not let me eat like all day long. And if I didn't like whatever she was eating, whatever was made, I just didn't get to eat. That was just it. That's, you know. So you're not helping the psychological blockage there, Mom.